Agent 47 is far from normal. He can throw a screwdriver through your head, he can change clothes in like 2 seconds, he beats people up, he gets shot 7 times, this is how he reacts, he can fly. Yeah, he can fly, he does this once, and never again. Never thinks the old flight trick could be useful during the mission. I think he forgets he can do this. He's crazy. I, on the other hand, am pretty normal. The only one of those things I can theoretically do is get shot 7 times. Physically unimpressive, mentally unimpressive. We are polar opposites. So, I was thinking, what if Agent 47 and I were to switch places? How would I fare in the world of assassination using my, quote, transferable skills? In other words, can I play the game by making Agent 47 only do actions that I am able to do with a decent degree of certainty in real life? The full list of in-game actions that I can and can't do is, very long and very situational, so I'll talk about them and do my justifications as they come up. But the broad strokes are physical activities that the game is really known for, like attacking, subduing, dragging, throwing with this amount of accuracy. I'm not going to be able to do. I have to be confident without any doubt that I could do a certain action, maybe even show you proof if necessary. But anyway, let's get started. First up, we're off to Miami, where a race is taking place. Our targets are Robert and Sierra Knox. Robert hangs around in his technology building, and Sierra is one of the race drivers. Fortunately, walking and running are 2 things I can do, which means we can walk and run as Agent 47 in this challenge. Good start. The first of our targets I'd like to deal with is Robert Knox. He's found in the Kronstadt Bayside Centre, which is where I'm headed now, but I actually have a plan to get him outside, which is exactly where I want him. Before that though, I need a security disguise, which I'm going to get in the underground parking area. The disguise is in this room, but I unfortunately don't have a keycard. Luckily, the guy inside is going to open the door for me when I create a distraction. Now, I think disguising is something that needs addressing, because I can change clothes in real life, I do so, most days, but what I can't do is get changed in 3 seconds. It's just not possible. So, for this challenge, I've come up with a bit of a compromise. Whenever I change outfit, I will just stand here for however long I think it would take me to put on the outfit in real life, then do the input when I'm done. And I will do the standing while holding out this gun I found. This is because 47 changing outfit is an illegal action. Seeing a shady guy put on a security outfit is quite suspicious. The point of the gun is to mimic this, making me getting changed also an illegal action. So, Windowledge, how long does it take you to get changed? I'm a visual learner, by the way. Well, this obviously depends on the clothes. Here's the outfit that I'm going to be changing into. Given all the individual parts and the fact that I have to take off a full suit first and fold it up neatly into a tiny bag, I've estimated about 5 minutes. Oh well, time to get dressed. Fetch the gun. Luckily, no one comes into this room, so there's not much danger, but changing disguise in a tense situation isn't really possible in this video. Oh, and by the way, here's the equipment that I've decided to bring along with me. For the gear, I've tried to only bring things that I personally own, like a banana, but I've decided that for the smuggled item I'd be a little bit less restricted on what I could bring because it's being supplied by the ICA, the corporation that employs 47. So I've asked them to smuggle in the silence pistol you've already seen. I know it's not quite normal, but I will explain. Now onto my plan to get Robert Knox, our target, outside. He's a big fan of this food stand and he often comes down from his office to eat here, but it's closed unfortunately. In order to open it, I need to unlock it, and there are 2 ways to do this. Number 1, you can use a lockpick, but there was no point in me bringing one because I don't know how to pick a lock. So I'll need to do option 2, find the actual key, which is being held by the owner of the stand, Florida Man. Just need to make my way over there first.
Look, I need the crystal, alright? Dressed as what? Tell him to shut up.
Thank you. I can now use this key to open up the stand. One thing those of you who've played the game might have done at this point is disguise as Florida Man, then serve Robert some poisoned food, which would be perfectly fine for this challenge because it doesn't involve any difficult actions. However, this would involve taking the clothes off an unconscious person, which I certainly would never do, and I'd like to think most of you watching along at home would never do. So, instead, I'm going to help Florida Man out, because despite him being out in the open, and despite there being a guard just there, he is not going to be found for an embarrassingly long time. In fact, the NPC who will find him is Robert. So, I'm going to alert the authorities to Florida Man's whereabouts out of the kindness of my heart. Using a banana is basically the only way I can knock out an NPC without doing anything impressive, like punching them in the back of the head. I guess if I had a big container of oil, I could make him slip on that, but, you know, it'd be quite suspicious. I don't think I could be seen carrying that. Plus, it'd be way too heavy for my feeble arms. The banana is just fine. Anyway, it's time to open up the stand. Upon seeing it's open, Robert rushes down to grab some food. Despite my best efforts to deceive him, he knows I am a fake Floridian, and I am unable to serve him anything, meaning he gets angry and walks away. No worries though, he doesn't go back into the building, he just chooses to go down to the marina, which is perfect. After a little while, he decides to stand here, because he's an idiot. I could push him in the water, which kills him for some reason, but it's a little bit risky, there's a few too many eyes. We'll find a different way. Robert's day out is nearly over, but before he goes back to his office, he has a nice sit down on this bench. Okay, what I'm about to do is not very normal, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't do it. It involves shooting the gun that I got smuggled in for me. Yeah. Look, pulling a trigger isn't exactly hard, and it's a pistol, so it's not going to send me flying backwards when I shoot it. What a normal person shooting a gun for the first time definitely wouldn't be able to do, though, is aim as well as Agent 47. Luckily, though, I have a great way to test how I would aim in this scenario. I had to redo the whole level in VR, by the way. I'm sitting here waiting for him to come down. Oh my god.
Antoine, it's me. What?
Dispose of the evidence. Probably a good time to say that this video cannot be used as evidence in court. I know my rights, I'm great with laws, and I know what you guys are like. You're gonna do that thing again where you try and take everything I say out of context. Try and make me say something like, "Hi, I'm Window Ledge and this is how I'm gonna set someone on fire."
Don't record that!
Next up is Sierra Nox. Normally, Sierra is racing at the start of the mission, but thanks to our law-accurate changing times, she's already finished the race. Not a problem, but we do need to get to the other side of the map. While I'm making my way there, I thought I'd run through some of the kills on Robert that I wasn't able to do. I couldn't take him out by making this car explode, because that requires us to sabotage the engine with a screwdriver, which itself requires mechanical engineering knowledge that I do not possess. I couldn't push him over this railing, because that would be significantly more physically demanding than when he was standing next to the water, and I couldn't even do that. Scanning his face on the military robot seems easy, and is.
Target acquired.
Damn it.
Robert Knox.
For Christ's sake.
But I'd have to take off this guy's clothes to even get there, and I couldn't take him out by shooting the wires holding up this shark, because I missed all 7 of my shots and I don't know how to reload a real gun. Oh, shit! The big fish was one of my very few options. But now onto Sierra. There's this medical room up ahead which has something I'd like, but first I need to take this key while the doctor is turned around. We use the key to open the cabinet inside, and we find a lethal poison syringe. The place I'm trying to get to is on the other side of this door, but it's locked, so I have to take a bit of a detour through the VIP area. From here, I'll be heading over to the medical room because Sierra Nox, our target, is booked in to see a doctor to get an IV injection. This could be very good for us. When Sierra goes to this appointment, this is what happens. She sits down next to this IV bag, and then Agent 47, who is disguised as a doctor, will attach the needle to Sierra's inner elbow, starting the procedure. At this point, 47 will have already poisoned the bag using the syringe we found earlier, and that is that. But there's a problem with this. I'm a bit conflicted about whether or not real-life me would be able to attach an IV needle to someone's arm. On one hand, I really don't think I would be able to, because that's something that requires specialist medical training to do safely. On the other hand, I feel like this is only really an issue if you're trying to keep the patient alive. You know what I mean? Like, ah shit, I don't practice proper needle safety when injecting her with that lethal poison. She's gonna die now. However, my final decision is that I would not be able to do this, because Sierra would probably not want to follow through with the appointment if I'm there with the needle just improvising. Playing the knife game with the veins of her arm, she'd probably run away. So I may not be able to attach an IV, but you know who would? An actual doctor. So instead of me dressing up and doing it, we're going to have him do the procedure. In order to do this, I need to get rid of the patient that he is currently seeing. Now, get rid of, when aimed at an NPC in this game, normally means like throwing a baseball bat at their head, but there's actually a nice, wholesome way to get rid of this guy by turning on this tap. He's seeing the doctor because he can't piss. That is actually the reason, and the tap helps him out, so now he leaves, and Sierra will arrive shortly. Now all that I have to do is poison the IV bag. This would involve piercing the bag with the syringe, which wouldn't exactly be easy, but I think it would be a bit like, and this is actually a very good analogy, putting the straw in a Capri Sun. It's pretty accurate, right? I mean, that analogy would help my case if I wasn't so shit at this. But the thing is, I genuinely think IV bag and syringe would be easier because the syringe is actually sharp and rigid. I think I could do this. I'm going to ignore the way that Hitman did it, because he just injected the metal pole holding the bag. I think this is just an example of a bad animation, so we'll ignore it. Anyway, Sierra is ready to see the doctor. He attaches the IV, and Sierra meets her end. That's both our targets down, but we can't go just yet. I've been going for Silent Assassin rating in this level, but unfortunately... I just got caught on camera. Oh, fuck. My bad, guys. Huge oversight on my part. Guess I have to delete the evidence, which is in the underground parking area. Here's the camera equipment. To erase evidence, this is what 47 does. He taps away at this keyboard for a few seconds, and the camera recording gets erased. Easy enough, right? Well, I'm not so sure. Have a look at this image. Can you spot anything wrong with it? I'll tell you what I think is wrong. The storage device isn't connected to anything. You may think, what's the big deal? The keyboard 47 used is connected. Yeah, but the device itself isn't connected to any screens and it doesn't have a display on it anywhere, and 47 was still able to delete the camera footage. And yeah, there's these screens here, but they aren't showing a delete prompt, and they aren't affected by when the evidence is deleted. Like, disconnect your PC from your monitor and try to delete a specific file. Now try and do it on a computer that you don't own and don't know what the interface looks like. It's basically impossible. Alright mate, so what about the screens? Why don't you just memorize the keys that 47 presses, then do them yourself? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that, sure. What is actually happening here is 47 is pretending to type on the keyboard as a fucking alibi before blowing up the evidence via telekinetic EMP. Sorry to disappoint, guys, but I don't think I'm 100% sure I could do that. Luckily, there is another option. You can also delete evidence by shooting it. Shit. No, it's fine. There is another way to delete the camera evidence, but I'm not too proud of it. Yeah, it involves stealing from the police, which, don't get me wrong, is not the thing I have a problem with. The police security area has something I'd like. You'd think pulling off a heist in a police station would be difficult, but all you have to do is, and write this down, is step through this window, walk around freely because all the guards have their back turned, pick up the safe combination note, and use it to open the safe behind 0 locked doors. Jesus, man. It's a miracle this station has anything left in it. Inside the safe is my prize that will help me disable the cameras. It's a... bomb. Okay, I know, this looks bad. It's pretty bad. It's quite bad. But I will be taking this. Window ledge. You've gone too far this time. A normal person would not blow up their computer just because they don't know how to use it. Well, look, me and technology have a bit of history. I'm going to take a lot of pleasure in doing this. And it's not like it's not like it's really hard to detonate a remote explosive. It's just press the remote and watch out for the explosive. And it's not like anyone's going to get hurt or anything. No one's going to get hurt. Okay, look, he's a safe distance away. Genuinely, he will go back to sleep. I am definitely going on the other side of the map, though. Alright. Here goes nothing.
Hey, I think this could be above my pay grade. I don't want to deal with this shit.
Silent assassin secured. I gotta get out of here, man. Next up, we're off to Whittleton Creek. I think this fits well with the challenge. It's a fairly normal, albeit very rich neighbourhood, with some pretty normal people. Our targets are Nolan Cassidy and Janus, who is just an old guy. Now, word on the street is that shit is going to be, quote, going down in Janus's basement. Gonna be crazy, man. Janus on the mic, spitting some fire, everyone going nuts. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And to help contribute to the spectacle and celebration, I'll be bringing this firework distraction. It's a big one. And I tell you what I'm not going to be bringing. A banana. Yeah. No bananas. Yeah, that's like my whole shtick gone. The ICA is going to smuggle another item in for me and put it in a briefcase, but I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. I don't want to spoil the surprise. And finally, I'm going to be starting off by wearing this. And there is actually a reason other than it's emotionally freeing. Here we are. I think I'm going to deal with Nolan Cassidy first. He walks around many different parts of this side of the map, but in order to carry out my plan, I need a disguise that's in Helen's house on the opposite side. So let's go there. I'm here outside Helen's, but I need to get inside. Now, there are plenty of ways to break into someone's house. Here's the easiest.
How's it going? You are way too close to me and you're really freaking me out. Can you just leave me, please?
It's that easy. There's actually two things I need in Helen's house, the disguise I mentioned earlier, and something else that's in her basement. However, the basement door is locked. This is going to be a lot harder than getting into the house itself. There aren't many options here. I don't know where the keys to the basement are, so we potentially will have to find another explosive. Huh. Helen is basically breaking into her own house. What I need from the basement are these lethal pills that she has for some reason. We are all done down here, so we're going to be heading back upstairs, as I need to change it. Helen! How dare you! I mean, it's fine. I should have known something was up. She lets me break into her house and then locks me in her basement, with my only source of food being some lethal poison and a firework. It's fine. This is fine. I came prepared. I know the basics. Here's a tip for breaking into a house. Make sure you know how to break out of the house. Example, we can escape via this unlocked door that leads to the garden. Though we are doing this knowing that we're going to have to break back into the house. This method is a variation of the first.
Greetings. You are way too close to me and you're really freaking me out. Can you just leave me, please?
Anyway, the disguise I need is in Helen's bathroom. It's a server outfit. It looks like this. Here's the changing time estimate I've come up with. Okay, if you are wondering why I showed up here in just trousers, it's actually an advanced speedrun strat. I'm operating on the logic that the fewer clothes I'm wearing, the less I have to take off. I'm a genius. Whoever used this outfit before me was like double knotted the strings on the aprons. Now I'm gonna have to like use my nails to. That guy's gonna come in the bar. That guy's gonna cut. Oh fuck. It's all right. There's he might not come in. He might try. He's coming in. I'm dead. I've died. I'm dying. I'm not coming back. I'm dying. He didn't even wash his hands. Okay, now that we're done with Helen's fucking House of Horrors, we're almost ready for Nolan Cassidy. See, there's a house nearby where he patrols, which is hosting a party that Nolan is invited to. And now that I have the server outfit, I'm going to be able to serve him some food. The only problem is that none of that is going to happen unless I bring this man Richard a propane tank. Luckily, it's very easy to find one. I just need to go to the house next door, the Schmidt property. Get in. I don't even have to do the Helen strat. The house key is just in this plant. Once inside, we make our way to the kitchen where we find our propane. Now all we need to do is install the propane onto the grill, and I actually do know how to do this. We have a barbecue at home. It's pretty simple. What Hitman does though is like magnetically attach it to the metal housing. I don't even know anymore. It works. And now we are ready to serve. Nolan Cassidy is going to be making his way over, and after a few minutes, he's ready for his last meal. Some fries. Before I serve him though, I have to poison the food before his very eyes, but that's not even the worst part. I'm poisoning the fries, not with a tiny bit of liquid, no, but with pills. Solid pills. What's the procedure here? This is like how you trick a fucking cat into taking medicine. Surely he isn't gonna eat. Oh, he's eating it. Okay.
Oh shit. Nolan Cassidy is dead.
Another accident kill, by the way. We just have Janus left to take care of. Okay, remember guys, shit is gonna be going down in Janus's basement. Word on the street. Janus rap battle versus, and you're not gonna believe this, Super Hot Fire. Glasses, jacket, and shirt, man. Yeah, I am so serious. You are not going to want to miss it. Before that, though, I'm going to need to pick up that briefcase the ICA smuggled in for me with the secret item inside. It's near where we started the mission, and no, I am not telling you what's in the briefcase just yet. You'll have to wait and see. So far in Whittleton Creek, I've shown you 2 houses that are very easy to break into, 3 if you count the garden where I served Nolan, but Janus's house is very different. It's patrolled by loads of guards, it's all locked, lots of cameras, and I think it'd be wise to avoid the cameras this time. It is a lot harder to get in as a normal guy. Maybe they'll let me in if I, offer to do their garden? Make it look nice? You know, my dad's a gardener, which basically makes me one. I know how to work a rake. Can I come in, clean some leaves, cut some trees?
What's wrong with you? You're gonna get yourself shot.
Oh well, that's fine. I'll just leave my rake here in case you guys change your mind. Damn, these guys are good. Surprise Gardener has never not worked. Me and my briefcase have been foiled again. Luckily, I have a devious plan. See, next to Janus's house is the Griswold property, and in the Griswold's garden is this guy, who is carrying a key to Janus's house, which I'd very much like to get my hands on. Problem with that is that he is in an impenetrable garden. It's surrounded by fences, all the fence doors are locked, you can't get in through the house or the garage, and look at him, right in the middle, chilling out on the deck, feet up, chuckling to himself. No one can breach my fences. We are dealing with a supervillain. It's no wonder he's been trusted with the keys. Now, the thing is, the fence doors may be locked, but you can just jump over the fences. And while I think I could do this, especially here, because this is basically a ladder, I don't really have a great way to prove this IRL because my fence would probably break if I tried to climb it. You might argue that a fence breaking could very much play into my hands, but not in real life. It'll upset my dad. So this really is a predicament. Guy inside with a key, no way in for me. However, the person that invented gardens 12,000 years ago made a huge mistake by not making a roof. So while I may not be able to get in, my briefcase certainly can. If I throw my briefcase inside, the supervillain, in all his hubris, will be distracted by it. And because briefcases are suspicious items, he'll pick it up and confiscate it, then take it to one of the weapon stashes around the map, none of which are in the garden. I can't get inside, but I can sure as hell get him outside. All I need to do is throw the briefcase, and I'm gonna need to take the secret item out of the briefcase before I throw it, mainly because, well, it's quite heavy. Yeah, and quite volatile. It's not another bomb. I'm past that now. I don't do that anymore. For now, we'll just hide it in the soil. Anyway, it's time for my plan. I'm gonna throw the briefcase, then run around to go and meet the guy, see if I can't negotiate a trade deal for his key. Okay, have I got enough you can't refuse? For your key, I'll give you... what do I even have? A camera? No, that's a terrible deal. The big what? No, I still need that for the secret item. I mean nothing. Nothing. Okay, I've got it. There's no way he refuses this. Okay. Okay. Have I got an offer, you... Would you like my apron? I'll just pick up this key to Janus's house, I guess. Let this be a lesson to you all. Surprise gardener always works. Now I have the key, getting inside is nice and easy. We can use it to unlock and open the garage door. The guy who stepped on the rake was actually going to open the garage door himself had I let him, but, you know, Janus didn't let me into his garden, so it's his fault. I'm not going in just yet, though. I need to go and pick the secret item back up and put it back in the briefcase. So far, this video, solely in terms of it being a showcase of my talents, it's been a very sad video so far. The most impressive thing I've done is open a Capri Sun, but there is one impressive thing left for me to do, so look forward to that. Let's go inside. As of now, I don't have a disguise, so I can't be seen by any of the guards while I make my way down to Janus's basement, which is, remember guys, where shit's going down. I've heard Janus is going to make an appearance on Fire in the Basement. You do not want to miss it. Anyway, down here, there is only one guard, which makes things a lot easier. There is actually a secret room down here. Ooh, behind this painting of evil Janus. Very inconspicuous. No one suspects the painting that touches the floor. In order to open the secret room, we have to solve a puzzle where you just take these little statues and switch them around, put the white on the black and the black on the white, and the door opens. I guess it's more of a secret tunnel than a secret room. Either way, inside is something very useful to me. It's this bodyguard outfit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit tired from all the toil and trouble I've been through, so this could take me at least 7 minutes and 10 seconds to put on. Very fortunate that the guard in the basement didn't investigate the painting opening, but I'm not complaining. Well guys, the stage is set. Everything is falling into place. We took care of Cassidy, we found a way through Janus's defenses, we found a disguise, and all the energy we exerted was that of throwing a briefcase. We are ready. I suppose you've wanted to know what's in the briefcase. I've been trying to tell you the whole time. It's gonna be crazy, man. Janus on the mic, spitting some fire, everyone going nuts. I've heard Janus is going to make an appearance on Fire in the Basement. Janus rap battle versus, and you're not going to believe this, Super Hot Fire. The ICA is going to smuggle another item in for me and put it in a briefcase, but I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Me and my briefcase have been foiled again. For now, we'll just hide it in the soil. I guess if I had a big container of oil, but you know, it'd be quite suspicious. I don't think I could be seen carrying that. Plus, it'd be way too heavy for my feeble arms.
Have a look at this image.
This could take me at least 7 minutes and 10 seconds to put on. Hi, I'm Window Legend. This is how I'm going to set someone on fire. You want to know what that last impressive thing I have to show you is? It's that I am clairvoyant. This is it, everyone. This is the one. The big one. Oh my god, they don't even care. Well guys, we did it. We killed our targets. There's only one step left.
The clues.
We need to find 3 items scattered around the map for lore reasons. The first, right here in this basement. The second, we need to dig up a box of cigars with a shovel which is found in this shed. Digging takes ages, but it is something I can do. Just one clue left. It will tell us the date of the Ark Society meeting, the final piece of the puzzle. And the clue is located in Helen's house.
That is so weird. Is someone there?
The clue is upstairs in this locked room. The key can be found next to Helen's bed. Finally, we can get out of this house for good. The final clue is